All right, beautiful. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for being here today. We're going to do a 60-minute yoga class. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutes to warm up our body, and then we will hop into 26 and 2 yoga, 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises. If at any point in class something does not feel right for your body, know that you can modify posture, you can do something else, or you can skip it entirely. Yoga can be challenging at times, and that's okay, but we're never going to a point of pain, point where we could cause harm to ourselves or others. For the sun salutes, you can come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together. I'm going to stand back a bit and show you in periphery. If you'd like, you can set an intention or a dedication for your practice. The Sanskrit word for that is sankalpa, so you can set a sankalpa for your yoga practice today. Okay, bring your hands together at heart center and begin. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you're saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale through your nose, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale through your nose, look forward and lengthen into a halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down halfway. Inhale, push up into a back bend. You can do up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor, or cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees and take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you reach your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen halfway. Slowly exhale, fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more, inhale, lift. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, neck long, shoulders back. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your plank or tabletop. Hug your elbows in, lower down like you're pulling yourself down to the floor. Inhale, come up into your back bend, chest up, shoulders back, neck long. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog, or sink your hips down for child's pose. Either way, make your arms long and spread your fingers wide, especially if you're in down dog. Root down through all 28 knuckles, your palms, and the space between your index finger and thumb so that you're not putting all of your body weight in your wrists. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, root your eyes, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Good, last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, high plank, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. If you're doing child's pose, try to get your hips to your heels. If you're doing down dog, try to get your heels to the floor. If your heels aren't touching the floor, try taking a wider stance. If you have tight hamstrings, you can micro bend your knees to take pressure off of the backs of the legs. Otherwise, press your thighs back, heels down, lift your hips up. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Beautiful, that's our little warm up. We will now hop into 26 and 2 yoga. Come to the middle of your mat for 2 sets of pranayama standing deep breathing, good for your lungs and respiratory system. Bring your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down, breathe in through your nose, down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide. Like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels, thighs tight, glutes tight, stomach in. Exhale, head up, lock your legs, weight stays in your heels, keep the abdomen in, shoulders down, elbows up, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. Last breath, first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time, eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in, keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down, you can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your fingers, switch the grip to the less dominant grip, bring all of your knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your butt, stomach in, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly push your head back, reach your arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, head up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down, use the full 6 seconds to inhale, take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up, use the full 6 seconds to exhale, synchronize your breath with your body movements, elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down. So at the beginning of class, you're learning to breathe a little slower, a little longer, a little deeper, full lungs. Exhale, head up. You're working on lung capacity. You're also working on your neck and shoulders. Just the head drops back. No backward bending, elbows touch. Inhale, I'll do one with you. Full lungs, exhale. Elbows touch. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. We'll continue Ardha Chandrasana with Padasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together, inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, nice tight grip, stretch up out of your waist and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears, stomach in. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. So at the beginning of class, you're waking up your spine, you're working on shoulder mobility, you're stretching the left side body and toning the right side body, don't collapse. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your left hip a little forward, get your 2 hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, stomach in, stretch up, and slowly bend to the left, press your hips to the right, breathe in and out through your nose. We're going to breathe through the nose for the rest of class. If at any point you find that you're holding your breath, you can't breathe, or you have to pant through your mouth, might be a sign to do a little bit less. You want to flood your body with oxygen the whole time so that you leave with like toned muscles, stretch muscles, but not lactic acid buildup. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, arms back. Move your right hip a little forward, left shoulder a little forward, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. This is an example of a posture where you can't do super deep breaths, just little sips of air in and out through your nose. So take one deep breath, keep that breath in, keep your eyes open, and relax your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So we're using a breathing technique called 80-20 breathing. You take a big breath, fill your lungs to 80%, and then you do little sips of air off of that big breath, 20%. Keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs, inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, chest up, arms back, bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, big stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, stomach in, fold. Arms with your ears, hands to floor, drop your head. Go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Utkatasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. Keep pulling, keep stretching, keep breathing. Roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come on up, chin away from the chest, arms with ears, knees can bend as you lift. Arms down, and you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, sideways, palms together, switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, hips forward, arms back, stomach in, stretch up, and slowly drop to the right, press your hips to the left, breathe through your nose. Use your right hand to pull your left hand to the top right corner of the room, push your left heel into the floor, push your right heel into the floor, get a little deeper at the end, come down, push, left hip forward, come down, push, left rib cage back, come down, push. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, stomach in, stretch up, and slowly bend to the left, press your hips to the right. Contract your quadricep muscles, squeeze your gluteal muscles, pull your abdomen in, press your biceps into your ears, use your grip strength to press the palms together. Keep the weight in the heels, hips forward, arms back. Push your right hip a little forward, 2 hips in line. Now bring your left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower, petal blooming, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener. Keep your eyes open, relax your head back as far as it goes. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching, keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs, squeeze your butts. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, stretch. Exhale, fold. Hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. And second set, Utkatasana, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves or your heels from behind. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Throughout the posture, stomach in, eyes open, wrap your elbows back, stomach to thighs, chest to knees, maybe nose between the calves, slide your nose down to the floor. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your big toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your knees. Good, change, come on up, hands together, knees can bend as you lift. Nice, arms down, and you let that one go. I'm gonna adjust the camera angle here a little bit. Step your right foot to the right about 6 inches, hip width distance for awkward Utkatasana. Keep the insides of your feet parallel like 11s. Bring your arms up parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, all 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat, spine straight, 100% of your body weight in your heels, sit down, halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in and lean your upper body back, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles, suck it in, hold it in tight, bring a little bit more weight back into your heels. Now lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change, come on up, keep your arms there, press your hips a little forward, lean back. Spread your toes wide, come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. So now we're starting to play with balance. Stretch up at the top, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, touch your head and hips to an imaginary wall behind you, lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, last part, come on up, Keep your big toes pointing forward. Squeeze your knees together. Use your inner thigh strength. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time. Listen to your body. Stop whenever you want or keep sitting down. Squeeze your knees together and forward. Thighs parallel to the floor. Arms parallel to the thighs. Spine perfectly straight. From the side, looks like you're holding a box. Change. Slowly come up. Press your thighs, knees together as you lift. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Second set, step your right foot to the right, same footprint, hip width distance, not too big of a step. Insides of your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, fingers in line with your collarbones. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So you can stick your butt out and fold forward, just keep your neck long. Stomach in, and when you're ready, start to lift the upper body off of the lower body. Lots of core strength here. Tricep muscles tight. The muscles are working in the body here. Bring your hips back a little bit more. Lift your chin up, chest up. Change. Come on up. Keep your arms there. Press your hips forward. Spread your toes wide. Lift your heels. Concentrate. Meditate. Levitate. Stretch up one more time. Bend your knees. Sit down. So you're working on toe flexibility, ankle strength, core and leg strength, as well as balance. Keep the tricep muscles firing. Lift your heels, press your knees forward, change, come on up. Last part, still breathing. Squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. And the slower you sit down, the more muscles you use, right? Like if you're doing a bicep curl, you actually want to go kind of slow. Same thing here, slowly sit down. Squeeze your knees together and forward, pull the abdomen in, stretch the crown of your head up, drop your shoulders down and change. Slowly come up. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana. We'll do the right side first. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, swing right arm under left arm. Right elbow under left elbow. Cross first, sit your elbows again if you can at your wrists. Palms together, thumbs towards your nose. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down low. Like the first part of awkward. Stay down there, lean back and bring your right leg over your left leg as high as possible. Cross your legs each other, twist like ropes. Eventually, wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back, bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit down. Upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, arms up. Let's do the left side. Swing your left arm under your right arm. You can have palms together in prayer. You can interlock fingers, grab a thumb, or grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug. Lots of options. Pull your elbows down. Bend your knees, sit down. Lean back, keep your hips low, and bring your left leg over your right leg. Cross your legs, twist, squeeze, breathe. In and out through the nose. On this side, knees a little to the left, upper body to the right. Notice if your hands are going to the right, bring your hands to the left, drop your right shoulder down. You want shoulders and hips even, wrists over elbows, elbows over knees, knees over ankle. Weight in your heel, sit down, lean back, change. Feet together, arms up. Right in the second set, swing right arm under left arm, bicep under tricep. On this side, hands to the right, left shoulder down, pull your elbows down, sit down, lean back, and bring right leg over left leg. You might notice that one side feels different from the other. You might also notice that first set and second set feel different. This is very much on purpose, right? You're going to use what you learned in the first set to inform the second set, maybe going a little deeper, or maybe staying just as you are. If it feels good, sit a little lower, breathe a little slower. Upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms up. Last one, here we go. Left arm, zoom, under right arm, pull your elbows down, stomach in, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring left leg over right leg. In this posture, we are working into all the major joints in the body, deltoid, scapula, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, and ankles. You're squeezing here so that when you release out of the posture, you get a big rush of blood through all of those joints. In yoga, we will use the postures and the release from the postures right together. So sometimes the release from a posture is as therapeutic as the posture itself. Squeeze your limbs, sit down, lean back, change, feet together, arms up, arms down. You get a big rush of blood through those joints, and then party time. You can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers. Okay, let's continue. Standing, head to knee, Dandayamana, Janu Sharasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg. Lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, interlock your 10 fingers. Option to stay here or start to round down and eventually pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost, unbroken. You have no knee. When you're ready, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. So real kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If both legs lock, then bend your elbows down. Touch your elbows to your calf muscles one day. Elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, arms straight, bend the right leg, right foot down. Shift your weight to your right leg, big toe points forward, pull your abdomen in and lift your left leg up. Flex your toes back, interlock your 10 fingers. Oh, my nail came off. Interlock your 10 fingers, fake nail, not a real nail. Interlock your 10 fingers, round down and pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. Squeeze your inner thigh, outer thigh, lift your kneecap, use gluteus maximus and minimus. And when you're ready, slowly lift your left leg up. So you want to use all of the muscles in the standing leg. You're also pulling your abdomen in, press your heel forward, flex your toes back. If both legs lock, bend your elbows down, roll the shoulders back and down, chest down more. One day, elbows go below the calf muscles, fold and breathe at your deepest point. Change, slowly come out, good for you. You can put your hands on your back, do a little back bend or knee bend. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your right foot. Concentrate, meditate, don't forget to have fun. Inhale, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee, keep your big toe on the floor. Fold and breathe. Whenever you're ready, slowly come out, no rush. Good for you. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, toes back, stomach in, round down, pick up your foot. So from the get-go, you're actively stretching your calf and Achilles. When you're ready, slowly lift your left leg up. This posture has it all. It's cardiovascular. You're working on your balance, strength, flexibility, poise. If both legs lock, then elbows down. And then when you're ready, tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. If you move too fast, you fall out. If you stay where you are, you don't go very far, right? Heel forward, toes back, lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, take your time, slowly coming out. Good for you. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana, Dhanurasana. Feet together, bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear, and then see if you can get your knees together so your hips are in line. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin and chest. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. At first, just find a place where you can balance, breathe, and back bend. Keep your chin and chest lifted. And standing head to knee right, we rounded the spine and compressed the abdomen. So now in standing bow, we're trying to bend the spine and open through the chest, the shoulders, and the abdomen. Slowly bring the body down more, leg up more, charge your body forward, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up with control, feet together, arms down. Bring your left hand up. Out to the left, so you're already opening through your chest and shoulder. Reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle. Now you're stretching your quad, knees together, right arm up and back. So the shoulders and chest are already opening in the setup. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up. And when you're ready, slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously charge your body forward. Bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up. In other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down, leg up, reach forward, kick and kick and kick. Change, slowly press yourself up. Feet together, arms down, take a breath. If you always fall out of the posture, do a little less. If you always stay in the posture, try something new. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle, left arm up and back, right hip forward, knees together. Lift your left kneecap, point your right toes, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. That's all you have to do. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through the nose, touch your chin to your shoulder, slide your left shoulder forward, relax your right shoulder back, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Change, slowly kick yourself up. Last one, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot, right arm up and back, left hip forward and down, knees together. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. All 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger, palm of your right hand faces the floor, keep your tricep tight. So eventually you want the left heel on top of the right heel, which means that you have to come down pretty far, right? But keep the back bend, keep the chin and chest lifted, body down, leg up, reach forward, kick, kick, kick. Best way to fall is forward. Good. Change, left foot down, right foot back, arms down. Good. Okay, come to the back of your mat. Tool Dandasana balancing stick, feet together. Inhale, arms overhead, sideways, palms together, interlock fingers. Release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, stretch up. Step your right foot forward. Shift your weight to your right foot, stretch, point your left toes, and when you're ready, come down like a slow moving seesaw. Eventually, arms, body, head, legs, very nice, everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back, stomach in, lean back, step your left foot forward, right hip forward, stretch, and tilt. Charge your body forward, try to touch the wall in front of you, shoulder blades, scapula, stretching away from the body, right hip down, right foot to the right, lengthen your spine. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath, hold still. So we're not just learning how to, breathe in postures, we're learning how to be still in between postures, learning how to control the mind rather than having the mind control us. A little bit of Jedi mind tricks. Second set, feet together, arms up, switch to grip, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, stretch up, step your right foot forward, left hip forward, stretch and tilt. A little bit goes a long way. Maybe you go into, a millimeter into the posture. Maybe you come down parallel to the floor, chest down, chin forward, lift your leg up, leg up, leg up. Change, left foot down, right foot back, stomach in, stretch up, step your left foot forward, stretch and tilt. Think like a human tug of war and you're the rope. Charge your body forward, stretch your right big toe back, pull the abdomen in, touch your biceps to your ears. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that. You're welcome to come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat for the next 3 postures. I will face you, standing, separate legs, stretching, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice big step, arms down parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Legs locked, back flat, grab your heels from behind, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs, pull, stretch, roll forward, breathe, find your edge, touch your head to the floor, in between your feet, lock your knees. Change, slowly come up. We're gonna flow to triangle Trikonasana. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, left toes in, take a bigger step. Bend your right knee and lunge. Sit as low as you can, stomach in, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Eventually elbow in front of the knee. If your right thigh bicep is not yet parallel to the floor, make sure that you're not collapsing down. You want a 45-degree angle from your ankle to the crown of your head. What that does is help you tone the core as you also open through the shoulders and stretch the spine. Think about creating space between every vertebrae. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder. Reach your left arm up, stretch your right arm down, bend your right knee, sit down more, opening the hips, toning the inner thighs. Turn and twist upper body back, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, two heels in line, not crisscross. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. Sit down low, lean back, stay down there, and move your arms. Hover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, look for your right thumb. Make sure tricep muscles tight, reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, pull your abdomen in. Push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back with the help of your elbow. Now turn, twist upper body back, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, turn your left toes in, maybe a little bit of a smaller step. Arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs. Shift your weight into your heels, pick up your toes and pivot on your heels to one side of the room. If you're on the long side of your mat, you'll face the back of your mat. Standing separate leg, head to knee, Janu Sharasana. Turn your back, left toes in, squeeze your left glute, push your left hip forward, forward, forward until your hips are in line. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and you go down, round, scoop, curl, tuck, concave, tuck your chin to your chest, pull your abdomen in, touch your exactly forehead and knee together, front side compression, throat choke, eyes open, breathing normal. Now to touch your forehead to your knee, you can bend your front leg. You could take a bigger step. You can turn your back left toes in more to move the left hip forward more, push the floor away from you, tuck your chin to your chest. Eventually forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing your body, especially if you have a history of slip discs. Right, if this just feels like too much pressure on your lower back, flatten out the back, and slowly over time, back starts to open. Push your forehead into your knee, lift your kneecaps, lock your legs, hands together, change, go slow, left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. When you're ready, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. Uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line. Backside foot can turn in as much as you want. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Round your spine like a nautilus shell, pull your abdomen in, stretch your fingertips beyond your big and second toe, and you can bend your front leg, touch your forehead to your knee. So when you touch your forehead to your knee, you round your whole upper body over half of your lower body, all of your vertebrae over one femur bone. True extension to the spine, true compression to the abdominal wall. In Ayurvedic medicine, this posture is believed to like massage the internal organs, right? It's not just good for strengthening the core, it's good for kind of like cleansing the organs. Push your forehead into your knee, lock your legs, hands together, change, go slow, right hip forward, right shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Shift your weight to your heels, pick up your toes, pivot to face forward, step your right foot back, arms down. Lovely. Second set, stretching, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, generous step, arms down parallel to the floor, toes in, heels out, chest up, swan dive forward. So if your knees are bending a lot, start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Walk your hands forward as much as you need to lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs, and then start to fold forward. Option to stay here, or maybe see if you can grab the outsides of your feet or even your heels from behind. If you can grab your feet, pull on your heels. Bend your elbows back, elbows to calf, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Everybody roll forward, find your edge. Lift your hips up, push your knees back. If your head's not yet touching the floor, take a little bit of a bigger step. Roll forward one more time. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, pull. Touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, no rush. Second set, triangle, hips forward, lean back. So we're already opening through the hips, chest, and shoulder. Turn your right foot out, left toes in. Inhale, bend your right leg, lunge. Squeeze your glutes, pull your abdomen in, sit down low. Lean back and move your arms at the same time. If you feel like your feet are sliding apart, imagine you're going to squeeze your heels back together. Feet stay in place, but that's the inner thigh strength we want to engage. You're simultaneously opening your hips and strengthening your inner thighs, opening through the chest and shoulder and toning through the core and arms. This posture is really like flexibility and strength all at once. Look up, stretch up, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg. Right toes in, left toes out, still breathing. Bend your left knee, lunge, sit down, lean back, and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee, never quite touching the floor, right? Stay lifted, look up, stretch up, reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, pull your abdomen in, sink your right hip down, push your left knee back. Now bring your left rib cage forward, roll the right rib cage back, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, sit down, chest up, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, pivot, standing separate leg head to knee, turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, right rib cage back, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You can't see your front foot all the way down. Chin to chest, stomach in, touch your forehead to your knee, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee, lift your kneecaps, lock your legs, hands together, change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, head up, last. Pivot on your heels. I'm going to face you for the last one. Heels are in line, but not crisscross. Turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, left rib cage back, stretch up, chin to chest, go down. Balance challenge, keep your hands together the whole time. Pull your abdomen in. So in Ayurvedic medicine, it's believed forehead to knee stimulates third eye chakra or pineal gland, chin to chest stimulates throat chakra or thyroid, parathyroid gland. Pulling the abdomen in squeezes into the pancreas on the deepest level of the abdominal wall. Rounding your spine stretches your kidneys on your lower middle back. This posture is sometimes called a marriage of the pancreas and the kidneys for that reason. Push your forehead into your knee, lock your legs, hands together, change, come up slow. That's where you build the strength, the stability, the balance. Head up last, good. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat, tree to toe. This is the hip opening series. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Heel to costume, slowly, gently, let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. Never force your body. Right hand up to the center of your chest, and if you can balance left hand. Option to stay here or flow to toe stand. Look towards the floor, fold forward. Hands to floor, option to stay here or walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Point your right toes, stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, palms together, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor, lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then press your hips forward to slowly come out. Good, change, right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, heel to costume, let your left knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together. Option to stay here or start to fold forward. And sometimes just touching your hands to the floor with a micro bend in the standing knee is a really great side seat stretch. You can stay here, I'm going to stay here, or walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Wherever you are, try to keep your spine long. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand, palms together, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. When you're ready, place your hands on the floor, lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Nice. Change, left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. We are on the floor for the rest of class. What a delight. Okay. Bring your heels together, let your toes fall open. Arms down, palms face the ceiling. Eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Savasana is a gas station, let it fill you up. So today is Veterans Day, right? I think it's yesterday is the anniversary of the Marine Corps, right? That's part of this. And one thing I've noticed is this style of yoga in particular, especially when it's in a hot room, attracts Marines. And I think part of that is because, like, you know, if you're going to do yoga, right, you want to say, oh yeah, but it's hot yoga, it's really hard, right? You want to say like, oh, you worked really hard. But because of that, I feel like I have a lot of veteran Marines in my life, and they're a hoot, but also I'm really grateful for their stories, right? And a lot of stories about, frankly, a lot of healing that goes on after, even if you love your time in the military, can still be kind of traumatizing, right? So a lot of stories of healing and working through some of that healing through yoga, right? As one of many tools, including like therapy and other things, right? But it's been like an honor to get to know veterans, but especially Marines, talk about how yoga has been part of their healing journey now that they're civilians. Utkatasana, when you're moving pose, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, pull and breathe. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down, push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip, pull down a little harder. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows, each other, give yourself a big hug for coming to class today, squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor without lifting your head, tuck your chin in a little bit, look down the center line of your body, hold and breathe. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down, eyes open. Second set, bend your right leg up, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, massaging your ascending colon. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down, massaging descending colon. This posture is good for digestion. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other, massaging transverse colon, mid-down train. This posture is good for digestion, it's good for lengthening the spine, and it's also a lovely opportunity to give yourself a nice hug, squeeze tight. Change, arms down and eyes open. One of my veteran Marine yogis once sat me down and he was like, this yoga really works. And I was like, yeah, I think so. And he was like, no, seriously. He was like, some of it, he was like, I don't know about ascending colon, descending colon, transverse colon. He was like, I don't know about any of that, but I know that the yoga works, which I just left. I don't know about ascending colon. I was like, I don't know either. It's a fun thing to say. I don't know either, but I know that this yoga works. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, skip the sit up, roll off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bugasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor, just below your shoulders, so your elbows point up. Zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, look up, and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% spine strength. Very nice. Come up halfway only. Elbows stay bent. They make an L, a 90-degree angle. Roll your shoulders back and down. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Keep your feet together. Toes, heels touch. Lock your legs. Squeeze your butt. Push your feet, hips, and hands down. Look up. Chin up. Chest up. Stretch up. Breathe up. And change slowly with control. Lower down. Look to your right. Left ear on your mat. Arms down. Palms face the ceiling. Toes together. Heels fall open. Second set, chin forward, place your hands on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up. Zip up your legs, lock your legs, look up, and lift. And as this conversation progressed with this fellow yogi about, the yoga works, what he was really trying to say was, yes, right, we're strengthening our back, we're opening our chest and shoulders, we're working on our digestion. But he was like, what really works about it is the peace of mind, right? Of course, we often come to yoga for the physical benefits, but we stay because of the emotional, psychological, even spiritual benefits that we all kind of experience in this class as we get to know ourselves a little bit better. Lock your legs, push your feet, hips and hands down, lift your chest up. Change, slowly lower down, look to your left, right here on your mat, arms down, heels open. Locust Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can. One day, pinky fingers touch. Spread your fingers wide. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. Press your shoulders down, stretch your big toe back, lengthen and lift. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Keep your hip and forearm in contact. Sole of the left foot flat to the ceiling, press your shoulders down, lift your leg up. Change, left leg down, third part, tuck your chin and knock down. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you, spread your fingers wide, zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, roll forward and lift both legs up, mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight. Squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, lift your thighs up. Change, slowly lower down, bring your arms out, look to the right, left ear on your mat. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can. Spread your fingers wide, lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. Sole of foot flat to the ceiling. Press your hands back, roll forward, lengthen, lift your right leg up. Change with control, right leg down. Lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your left leg up. One leg is practice for two legs. Practice rolling forward, pushing the hands back and lifting your leg up all at the same time. Lift your leg up one more inch. Change, left leg down, grand finale. You can do it, tuck your chin in, mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer, zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, lift both legs up, knees, feet together, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, press your shoulders down, press the knuckles down, lift your legs up, change, slowly lower down, bring your arms out, look to the left, right ear on your mat, take a breath. Pranayama, full locust, chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings, zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up, and lift, arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like a 747 taking off, just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. So in Cobra pose, we lifted the chest. In locust, we lifted the legs. Now in full locust, we're lifting the chest and legs at once to really open through the chest and shoulders and strengthen the back at the same time. This posture is so good for your back. Lock your legs, point your toes, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to your right, left ear on your mat. Also had Marines talk to me about, how hot yoga in particular was a way to kind of go back to Iraq or Afghanistan and feel what it was like to be in a hot room again. Bring your chin forward, arms out to the sides, zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. I had a Marine once tell me, I've tried to ignore the past by, going drinking or doing drugs or just numbing myself in any way. And yoga was the first time where I realized I had to confront those things, right? Bring your knees, feet together, reach your arms apart, lift your arms a little higher, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to your left, right ear on your mat. And this is always where it gets a little tricky because yoga is not a cure for PTSD, and I would never claim for it to be that, but in conjunction with therapy, with other things, right? Yoga can be one way to move through your trauma and work through your trauma. And while this person was, confronting some really serious stuff about being in a war zone, I think we all, with a consistent long yoga practice, have moments where we are confronting something within ourselves, right? And yoga is an opportunity to move your body as you work through those things in your life. Bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers. Bring your knees, feet close together, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in and your feet out a little bit so your knees and ankles are relatively in line. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat. Second set, bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, knees, feet together, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up, and kick. And maybe what's been the most surprising for me is how readily veterans will share their stories in a yoga space. I think because they feel safe, but also because sometimes war is taboo in our culture. And so we don't really give people the opportunities to share their stories in safe spaces. Yoga is a safe space for you to share whatever your story is, right? It doesn't have to be about being a veteran. It can be about, you know, being a mom or going through a tough time at work or whatever that is, right? Yoga is a safe space, I think, to share your stories. Point your toes, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down, look to your left, right here on your mat. Even if you're only sharing that story with yourself, or maybe through yoga, we learn a little bit of vulnerability so that we know when to ask for help. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat, fixed room, Supta Vajrasana, open your knees and feet. I really need to vacuum my carpet, point your toes back, option to stay here or walk your hands back and eventually sink your hips down. I don't know if any of you have that same thing when you're on the floor and you're like, oh no, put your hands on your feet, bend your right elbow down, stopping anywhere you feel a point of pain, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows, each other and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch, never a point of pain. Having a long-term yoga practice, to me, an advanced yoga practice is less about how deep you get into the postures and more about how you can become non-attached from the outcomes. So to me, a sign of a good yoga practice, a long-term yoga practice, isn't that you're going to the deepest point of every posture. It's that you don't mind those days where you don't go to the deepest point. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. Sometimes we take it so personally when we can't do a posture. Sometimes it's just our body saying, hey, this doesn't feel good today, or you do a modification, right, or whatever that is. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the top of your mat, second set, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, open your feet, sit down between your heels, put your palms on your soles, right elbow down, left elbow down, head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, other elbow on top. Take a slow inhale through your nose and a slow exhale through your nose. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up, head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. As you release out of the posture, you release the tourniquet effect from the lower body, fresh blood rushes through the ankles, the knees, the hips, the toes. Again, we're using the postures in tandem with the release from the postures. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Come to the back of your mat, half tortoise, Ardha Karmasana, knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up, chin away from your chest, go down. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, tilt your pinky fingers down, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, slowly come up. Good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. You can always walk yourself in and out of that posture with your hands. And similarly, if the sit-ups don't feel good for your back, roll off to the side and skip the sit-ups. The sit-ups, like everything else we do, are optional, so you can roll off to the side here, or legs together, arms up, chin to chest, sit up. Okay, second set, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up, and go down, stomach in. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Change, slowly come up, stomach in, very nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the top of your mat, camel Utkatasana, our deepest back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Bring your elbows close together. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, lift your nose and chin. And when you're ready, let your head drop back. Option to stay here or go back halfway and freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel. Left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. If you can't grab your heels or you have to lean way back to grab your heels, keep your hands on your back. You want your hips over your knees the whole time. Change, put your hands on your back if they're not there already. Press yourself up, head up last, stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. One of the other things that I enjoy about my veteran yogis is they like to joke around and they like to I'm sorry, pardon my French, they like to be given shit about their yoga practice. So one of them will stay in this posture, camel pose, the whole time, like in between sets. He doesn't take a break, he just does the posture for 2 minutes. And he's going to another studio right now, and he was like, yeah, Bia hates it when I do that. And I said, I know, we talk about you on the phone. We talk about how problematic it is. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. And he very much enjoyed that joke. Come to the top of your mat, open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your back, bring your elbows together, push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, drop your head back. Option to stay here or go back halfway. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, grab your heels, push your hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back. When you're ready, put your hands on your back, press yourself up, head up last, stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. That is a very vulnerable posture. You're really opening the front of your body there. On a physical level, it's vulnerable, right? You're exposing the front of your body where your organs lie. But I think on an emotional, psychological, spiritual level, it's a little vulnerable too, right? Just to drop your head back can be a little bit scary. So I love that, particularly someone who has dealt with a lot of trauma and PTSD does that posture for minutes at a time, right? To me, that's like a beautiful inner sign of like slowly becoming okay with vulnerability. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the middle of your mat, rabbit Savasana. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders, lock your arms, stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly pull yourself up. Head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. Take a breath, letting your spine realign. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the middle of your mat, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Go down intentionally slow. Try to feel each part of your back moving. The parts of your spine that you don't feel moving are probably where you're the tightest for most of us, somewhere in the middle spine. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. And walk your knees up one by one. Squeeze your heels together. Squeeze your heels together. Squeeze your heels together. Sometimes you need to hear things a few times to internalize it. So if nobody's told you this yet today, you are loved. You are loved. You are so loved. Change, hips down, slowly uncurl. Head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. One of my marine yogis loves, you are loved, you are loved, you are so loved. And he's told me all these times where it's like, got really angry at the situation or whatever. I got frustrated, and then I would just repeat to myself, you are loved, you are loved, you are so loved. And so my email this week, I said, hey, there's a little Easter egg in there for you. It says you are loved, you are loved, you are so loved. I just said there's an Easter egg in there for you. Go check it out.
And he looked at the email and he got back to me and he said, there's a picture of people in military uniform practicing yoga. That would never happen. Like that is the thing that he was triggered by in the email, not the you are loved section. And I was like, all right, still work to be done. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the middle of your mat, Johnny Sharasana, head to knee, right leg out, left leg in, crack me up. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. We're gonna do one set of this. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot. You can start by bending your leg, but eventually you will straighten or even lock your leg. Heel off the floor, elbows down, stomach in, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, heel to costume, stretch up, turn to your left, chin to chest, touch your forehead to your knee. This is our third and final Janu Sharasana head to knee posture, right? We are squeezing, compressing the abdominal wall as you round and stretch your back. Bend your right elbow down. Notice if your right knee is way off the floor, try to get the right knee and right hip down, good. Opening through the hip as you compress the abdominal wall. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with peace sign fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, stick your butt out even more. Lock your legs, puff up your chest, and fold. Stomach to thighs pull, chest to knees stretch, one day toes and head touch. Good, change, stay seated. We're gonna go into spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to left knee corner, right arm close behind you like a second spine, left arm up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, heel and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder twist. Try to keep your left knee on the floor, right foot on the floor, point your left toes. If you can balance here, take your right hand off the floor. You can grab your waistband or eventually your left thigh with your right hand for a half bind. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind. Swap out your legs, bend your right leg on the floor, touch left heel to right knee, left arm behind you, right arm up, make a circle motion with the shoulder, push the knee out of the way, grab your right knee with your right hand, you can also grab your mat. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in, exhale, look over left shoulder twist. Notice if you're leaning way to the left or back, roll a little to the right, evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones. Option to stay here or take your left hand off the floor and grab your right thigh with your left hand. Keep spine straight, chest up. Feel each and every vertebrae twisting like beads in a necklace. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around. Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the middle of your mat, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. Kapalabhati breathing, final breathing. Flick your lips, swallow a couple times. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Kapalabhati breathing is sometimes referred to as a rinse. Like think about you're rinsing out your internal organs through your exhale breath. Sit up tall, shoulders down, and begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five, pat on the back, turn around, final Savasana. You can close your eyes, open your arms and legs. And take a deep, life-giving breath. Take a slow inhale through your nose, feel your chest rise. And a slow exhale through your nose, feel your chest fall. So I think what my marine yogis have taught me is to have fun, to work hard, And really what they've taught me is this saying that's I think attributed to Bikram, which is you're never too old, you're never too sick, it's never too late to start from scratch once again. And that's what I've really witnessed, not just with veterans, but with anyone who's dealt with complex trauma, who's coming into a yoga class, right? It's never too late. You're never too sick, never too old to start from scratch once again. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. You are so very alive and you are so very loved.